Marking aircraft. Far away.
Hello everyone, this is CipherZee, and today we're gonna be trying out Battlefield 2042 for the first time ever. I honestly wanted to give this game a go, since BF6 is on the horizon, it's out in less than 30 days. I wanted to know if BF 2042 was even worth playing to begin with. It's honestly not all that bad, so let's dive right into the video. Let me start with my own experience. I actually enjoyed BF 2042. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, it's not a traditional Battlefield game in my eyes, but I still had fun playing the game. It's not a bad shooter per se, it's just a bad Battlefield game. That said, I don't even consider it a true Battlefield game to begin with. It's just too different. They moved away from the class system initially, focused heavily on the stupid specialists, and the overall feel felt more like a futuristic arcade shooter rather than the grounded warfare that BF3 and BF4 had. So yeah, I did have fun, but it never felt like a Battlefield game to me initially and even now. And the reason why I didn't even go out of my way to buy this game when it came out was because if you weren't around for the launch, it was rough, like really rough. I've seen people showcasing how broken the hit registration is, the constant performance issues and crashing, the terrible netcode, and they had a lot of missing features. They didn't even have a scoreboard in the game at first. And by far the one thing that every Battlefield fan can agree on was how pissed off we were when they introduced the specialists and got rid of the heart and soul of a Battlefield game in the class system. They decided they were going to implement the specialists, which in turn ruined the team play structure completely and made the game feel more like a hero shooter. You had people flying around in their wingsuits trying to act like Batman, or somebody freaking out and mashing their keyboard and deploying a sentry gun by mistake. It just felt completely off. Not to mention with the bugs and the missing features as well, the design choices that DICE took for this game, it completely alienated longtime fans, me included. I didn't like the game, I didn't like the direction it was heading in. I wanted to give it a go at the start, like it looked very promising initially, but it just died down completely as soon as I saw the gameplay. So honestly, all of that criticism initially was well deserved. And to give credit where credit is due, DICE has been working their ass off to fix the game the past couple of years, and they managed to do it. They brought back the class system, although not the best implementation of it, but at least it's back. So they created a mix between classes and specialists. So you could choose one of the primary Battlefield roles, either Assault, Recon, Engineer, or Support, and you'd have a choice of 4 specialists. You'd be able to choose one for each class. So it's not the best, but it's better than what we've had. And for the gunplay, it actually feels solid. Like, compared to what I've seen initially with people shooting lasers at each other across the map, it actually feels nice now. Like, you have some recoil, some kick to the weapons, mostly. Like, it's not 100% perfect, but it's way better than what it was. And something new that they added was the vault weapons in the game, so you could use the guns from the previous iterations of Battlefield in BF 2042. So that being said, it's not a night and day transformation for BF 2042, but it's significantly better than what it was initially at launch. If you left early on and haven't looked back, it's kind of a different game. And I'll have to say this, when BF 2042 works, it just kinda works. You get those huge battles and the dynamic weather during the gameplay that's actually very nice. You get those wild moments when a building collapses near you, a tank explodes next to you, your squad revives you under fire. It kinda just works. It acts like a Battlefield, although I still don't consider it a Battlefield game. It feels more like a spin-off. Portal mode is kinda meh. I mean, you can hop into custom servers with weapons and rules from older BF titles, like BF3 or Bad Company 2, but it just doesn't hit the same. I don't know how to explain it, but playing Caspian Border on Battlefield 3 back in 2012 and 2011, it felt like it was gritty, it was chaotic, you were just having fun at every moment. Whilst in BF 2042, yeah, I'm playing Caspian Border, I'm playing with the weapon set and rule set from BF3, but it just feels different. I honestly don't know how to grasp and say it, but it just feels different. I have no idea how to explain it. Now, even though EA and DICE tried to do their best to save the game, it still has its own original design flaws. Like, the maps still have large open spaces that make infantry movement feel like a complete hassle. Vehicles can still dominate the map single-handedly if your team isn't working together to take them down, and the specialists just feel completely out of place still. Yeah, sure, they brought back the class system, but you still need to use one of the specialists for it. Some of the voice lines they just have are completely cringy and awkward. They just don't fit a Battlefield game at all. Also, EA pretty much confirmed that any new content is basically finished. They said no more new seasons, no new maps, and no big expansions. Support is going to be winding down for the game, which means what you see is probably what you're going to get. There's nothing else going on after that. So, back to our main question. Is it worth playing in 2025, especially since Battlefield 6 is coming out in less than a month? I'd say yes, if you have the right expectations. If you expect a return to the gritty realism of Battlefield 3 or 4, you'll be extremely disappointed. But if you're honestly looking for a fun large-scale multiplayer shooter filled with chaos and destruction and a decent amount of content, and you can get it on sale, then yeah, it's worth jumping in. Especially now that it's stable and the player base has settled into what it is. It's a fun game. It's not an authentic Battlefield experience, but it's a fun shooter at the end of the day. So all in all, BF 2042 had a very rough start, no doubt, but honestly, it's managed to claw its way back to being pretty good. Just not great. It's good for a shooter game, just not a good Battlefield game in my opinion. And depending on what you're looking for, that honestly might be enough. Anyway guys, let me know what you think. Have you played 2042 recently? Did you skip it after launch like I did? Please drop your thoughts in the comments, and if you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace out.
They're falling back. Good work, Notepads. You've won allies back home.